matter in our surrounding. So in this chapter, first of all, we have to know about what is the matter. So what is the matter, definition of matter and examples of matter. Next, physical nature of matter. So physical nature of matter and its characteristics. Next, we have to know about the three types of matter, that is solid, liquid, gases. And the next important concept is it we can convert the matter. So convert the matter, interconversion of matter. We can convert solid to liquid or liquid to gas, or it may be we can convert gases to solids. So this is called interconversion of matter. So in this chapter we have to concentrate on only these four concepts. So these four concepts are very important for our examination. So we will initiate the chapter matter in our surrounding. So initially we have to know about, first thing is here we have the matter. Matter means it is anything that occupies space and has mass. It's very simple. Occupy the space and it has a mass. So these two words we have to concentrate. Occupy the mass and it has a mass. Occupy the space and it has a mass. So anything, whatever it may be, here we have the water bottle, means it can occupy the space of my hand. So it's a matter, it has a mass and it can occupy the space. Whatever things you can take examples. So everything it has a particular mass, everything it has a particular size, everything it has a particular weight, that is the mass, and it can occupy the exact space. For example, in our geometry box it can hold only the 4 pens. So it means every pen it can occupy the exact space and it has a particular mass, it's a length, it's a width, or it's a weight. So everything is a matter in our surrounding. Everything is matter. It's a motorbike, it's a car, it's a book, it's a pen, maybe it's a mobile. Everything is a matter. All the matter, it has the mass and it can occupies the exact space. That is the matter. So next we will go to the physical nature of matter. First of all, physical nature. Matter is made up of particles. Of course, matter is made up of particles. Everything is matter. Of course, everything is matter. Soil, it may be candle, or it may be chalk piece. Everything is matter. It is made up of particles. Particles means very simple. We have the chalk piece. When we break the chalk piece, we can simply breaking the chalk piece, we can get the small pieces. When you start writing the chalk piece on the board, means we can get small dust particles. It means those dust particles, the number of millions of dust particles, they are joined together and we have the chalk piece. That chalk piece is made up of millions of dust particles. Like that, everything is made up of particles. Every matter is made up of particles. I will give another one example. We have the liquid. Here we have the one bowl. In that bowl we have the 1 liter of liquid. Here we have the empty bowl. So drop wise we can, single drop wise completely 1 liter of water we can change to here. It means the liquid is also has the small particles. When liquid is get some 100 degree of Celsius temperature, it is evaporating. That evaporation, we can observe small dots of particles. Those are the particles. Everything is made up of particles. It may be solids, it may be liquid, it may be gases. Everything is made up of particles. Next, the particles of matter very small. The particles of matter is very small. So everything is made up of particles, but those particles, they are very small, very small. And these particles, this is the concept. This line, it will leads to your third chapter of chemistry. That third chapter of chemistry, it is about the atoms. So atoms and molecules, and we have the structure of atom. In that 2 chapters we will explain about this concept, that is the particles of matter are very small. So we will discuss about this thing in that 3rd and 4th chapter. Next we have the characteristics of particles. So now we know the definition of matter and we know the physical nature of matter. In the physical nature of matter, every matter is made up of particles. Now we have to know about characteristics of particles. So everything is made up of matter, and matter, it has a small things, those are the particles. So what are the characteristics of these particles? So first thing, the particles of matter are continuously moving. The particles of matter are continuously moving. Best example is candle or agarbattis. When we heat the agarbattis, the gas is releasing. That gas is not stagnant. It is not in the not in the constant. It is always moving. The agarbatti, that carbon dioxide, is moving from lower side to upper side. It is continuously moving. Of course, in the bucket of water, we have one bucket. That bucket is completely filled by the water. That water is also not stagnant. That water is not stopped. That water is the water particles, they are not in a stagnant position or in a fixed position. The particles of the water, it is continuously moving. Best example is the river. In the river, the water is continuously moving. In the bucket is also, the water is completely moving. The water bottles also, the water is not stagnant, it is continuously moving. Gases also, but some not in the solids. In the solids, the particles are tightly arranged, so they cannot move. Next, the particles of matter have space between them. This is the best one. Particles of matter have the space between them. It means it's very simple. We have the 100 ml of water, means in that 100 ml of water we can add some amount of sugar or the salt. After the dissolving of salt and sugar, we can observe them, we can measure that liquid. That liquid has a constant volume, because the added sugar and added salt, it is dissolved between the particles of water. It is dissolved between the particles of water. It means between the particles we have the space. So first of all, particles, they are continuously moving. Second one, particles, they have the space between them. So third one, particles of matter attract each other. Particles of matter attract each other. It means it's very simple. Every particles, they have attraction between them. They will support to each other to hold the substance very tightly. I will give example. This is the solid. It has made up of particles. Here also we have the particles. We cannot easily break this, because here in this matter, the particles are tightly arranged, and between every particles, the attraction is more. We cannot break this. But in the liquid is also made up of particles, but the attraction is less, so that's why we can easily separate the liquid. By drop wise. And also here we have the air. In this air, the particles, they have very less attraction. We can separate the air. Of course, dust is coming like this, means we can separate easily. We can push the dust, because the attraction is very less. Attraction is very more, means it is very hard. Attraction is less, means it is soft, or it is less hard. So that is the particles of matter, they attract each other. So first one, continuously moving. Second one, they have space. Third one, attract each other. Next, okay, particles of matter, ಅಥವಾ states of matter. Okay, states of matter. In the states of matter, we have the three types of states. One is solid, liquid, and gases. That small ball-like structures, those are the particles. In that first one, solids, all the particles, they are tightly arranged. They are compactly arranged. But in the liquid, not they are compactly arranged, not they are tightly arranged. Little bit space is there. They are little bit freely arranged. But in the gases, the particles, they are completely freely arranged. Space is more. So look at here. Solid, compactly arranged. Liquid, little freely arranged. Gases, completely freely arranged. In the solid, attraction is more. So that's why they are very, very near. Liquid attraction is little bit less. In the gases, attraction is very, very less. So that's why they are very free. In the solid, there is no space between the particle. Liquid, they have less space. In the gases, there is a more space, so that's why their gap is very more. So solid, liquid, gases, we have some characteristics. Of course, solids are very rigid, very hard, but liquids are not like that. Gases are very free and they are not up to the rigid. Next one, solids, they have the definite shape, but liquid, they don't have the definite shape. They can change the shape according to their container. Of course, gases also, they don't have any definite shape. But solid, liquid, gases, they have the definite volume. And we have to know about the vibration. So vibration is a special property. This vibration we can observe only in the, we can observe maximum in the solids, because there is no movement of particles we can observe in the solids. In the liquids the particles are moving, the gases particles are moving, but in the solids particles are not moving. So that's why that is that force they can take it as the vibration.